Good morning. My name is Hunter Hollis, and today I'll be giving you an informative speech on the sport of cheerleading. A game without cheerleaders is a world without spirit, is a quote said by an unknown author, and I could not agree more. So whether you're at a sporting event to watch the game or to eat some good food, your attention is almost always grabbed by the cheer squad on the sideline. Ponytails and skirts are the image of cheerleaders, but they do so much more, such as tumbling, stunting, and crowd engagement. The newspaper called The Independent tells us that there are more than 1.5 million cheerleaders in the United States. Cheerleading originated in the 1800s and was an all-male sport. However, when World War II hit, those men were drafted. This opened up the world of cheerleading to females. Now, cheer is predominantly female. In 1954, the first full-time, non-paid NFL cheer team was started. They are called the Baltimore Colts Cheerleaders. Now, 97% of cheerleaders are female. As mentioned previously, cheerleaders do a lot of tumbling. Tumbling, also known as flipping, requires a lot of skill, practice, and technique. There are a few basic techniques that encompass many skills. Once you learn these basic techniques and get a solid foundation, you will be much safer as learning new skills. Some of these basic techniques include having straight arms and legs, a tight core, rotating your hips, and pointing your toes. Once you've polished these basic techniques, you will be much safer. As the article tells us, Jump, Stunt, and Tumble, the dangers of cheerleading, there are more than 30,000 hospital-worthy injuries in cheerleading each year. Now, thankfully, most of these injuries are just to the ankle or knee, but sometimes there can be more serious ones. However, if you learn these good techniques and you keep confidence, you will be safe. Monica Aldama, coach of the famous Navarro team, once said on the Netflix documentary Cheer, "You're not going to fall if you go 100. It's when you try to hold back. That's when you hurt your ankle. You have to build up your confidence. Once you get your confidence built up, it'll be fine." So, although tumbling might seem scary, with good technique and strong confidence, you'll go a long way. Much like tumbling, stunting requires bravery, strength, and trust. There are many working parts to a stunt group. Each part has its own role and job. The first role is a flyer. The flyer is the girl that is lifted into the air. The next role is a base. The base is anyone that lifts the flyer. There can either be one or two bases in a single stunt. The last role is a back spot. The back spot stands behind the stunt and leads the stunt by using the flyer's ankles. With these roles filled, you can complete many different stunts. Now, when bases are learning new stunts, they oftentimes practice grips with just their flyer shoe. I will now demonstrate a way that they would do this. So the base has one hand on the toe and one hand on the heel, and they hold it at their belly button. You're looking at your fellow base, and this is called a load. You will dip together, your fingers rotate toward the outside, and your arms extend. This is called an extension. To bump down, you do the opposite. You dip with your fellow base, bring your fingers toward the center of the foot, and the flyer comes back to your belly button. So, that is one way that a base would practice if they were just learning how to do an extension. 3 to 4 people make up a single stunt, or you can put together multiple single stunts to make what is famously known as a pyramid. As you can see, this is a single stunt. I've labeled the flyer, back spot, and this one has 2 bases. In comparison, this is a pyramid. There are 3 single stunts with 1 flyer in the center being braced by 2 outside flyers. This allows the flyer to do what we see here as a hitch. She can also flip in the air with 2 braces. So, as you can tell, in order to hit those stunts, you have to have a lot of trust in your fellow cheerleaders. Chloe, a cheerleader in an interview on the Leopard Layer, said, "I think we need to focus on teamwork because that helps us get the confidence we need to do well as a team." So what's the point of stunting and tumbling? Well, the point is crowd engagement, but there's more than just that. Cheerleaders use megaphones, letter signs, flags, and pom-poms to further absorb the crowd. These props can be used during games and performances. A megaphone is used to amplify the cheerleader's voice during a cheer. If the crowd can hear and understand what you're saying, they're more likely to yell along. Next is a letter sign. A letter sign gives the crowd a visual aid and gives them more confidence to yell back. A flag usually shows the team colors or the team mascot. This is a great way to pump up the crowd. And lastly, what cheerleaders are most known for, they're pom-poms. Pom-poms not only improve showmanship, but they also captivate the audience with their colors and movement. And they improve the look of a cheer. Now I will show you the same cheer, one time with pom-poms and one time without. Let's go black and gold. Let's go black and gold. As you can see, the time with pom-poms is a lot easier to look at and grabs the attention of the fans much better. Crowd engagement improves the overall atmosphere at a game. When the crowd's excited, the players get excited. And when the players are excited, they're more likely to win the game. So, it's a cheerleader's job to keep the spirits high at any sporting event. As you have realized, cheerleaders do a lot of hard work. Stunting, tumbling, and crowd engagement all require strength, focus, and practice. So, the next time you're at a sporting event and the cheerleaders catch your attention, be sure to hone in on the skills that they're doing and remember the time, confidence, and practice it has taken to be able to perform them. Thank you.